It's Friday morning here on iBrandTV, Lagos. Breakfast show, of course, that's what time it is. And we're here to make it happen for you. And Thursday, I beg your pardon, yeah. First step to the weekend, because we're here to make sure that we prepare you, put you in the mood for weekend. We kick off properly tomorrow being Friday. I'm Michael Nath, and I've got it all. I'm not alone. If I had to do it alone, then of course, you know, there's going to be problems somewhere. In order to make sure everything works out successfully and to achieve the desired results, I've got with me here my companion.
I love the way you introduced me, Michael. I'm the man to make sure that things work out well. Good morning, Nigeria. I am Junechi Chidieze. Welcome to iBrand Daybreak. It's going to be an exciting show. Today's show is going to be quite the exciting one. Today is Thursday and just 2 days away from the proper weekend. Yeah, your own weekend might start on Friday. I would say the proper one is Saturday and Sunday. Yeah. Well, let's talk about how the show would be going down today. Lots and lots of things to look at on the show today. Yes, we start off with the newspaper review. The news update first of all, then the newspaper review. And shortly after the newspaper review, we head into the main discourse for the day. After that, we take some entertainment stories with success cameos who will be coming on later on the show. And then there would be social media buzz. We'll walk into social media, the land of social media, and see what's been buzzing right there. And then we'll have the quotes to wrap up the wonderful show today. Michael, we go into the newspaper update. The news update, actually. Let's start off with this one that concerns abduction yet again and insecurity. Yes, gunmen have abducted a first-class traditional ruler in Kogi State, the Adogo of Eganyi, in Ajokuta local government area of Kogi State, Mohammed Adembe, on Tuesday evening along Okene Adogo Road. The police public relation officer of the State Police Command, William Aya, confirmed this development. An indigent said the royal father, who was alone in his car, left Okene town around 4 p.m. on his way to Eganyi community, but was abducted between Ebia and Eganyi by hoodlums suspected to be kidnappers. According to him, the kidnappers called the family of the monarch and demanded a ransom of 30 million naira.
Now, to Ogun State, the government there says it has recorded 15 new cases of the new Delta variant of the coronavirus within the month of July. Commissioner for Health, Tomi Koka, made this known in a statement issued in Abeokuta, the state capital. Koka lamented the rise in the number of cases within the month compared with having only 2 cases in June. She explained that 4 patients are currently receiving treatments at one of these isolation centers in the state, which according to her was practically empty in the last month. And the commissioner, who confirmed that 2 new deaths were equally recorded, advised residents to adhere strictly to public health and social measures.
Now moving on, the Lagos State Police Command has arrested more suspects in connection with the murder of Chief Executive Officer of Super TV, Osifo Ataga. Commissioner of Police Hakeem Odumosu said this when some suspects were paraded at the command headquarters in Ikeja on Wednesday. Ataga, whose wife and children reside in Abuja, was first reported missing by concerned friends and family after all efforts to reach him proved abortive. Later, officers of the Lagos State Police Command found Ataga's lifeless body in a flat in Lekki Phase 1, Lagos, with multiple wounds on June the 16th.
The federal government executive council has approved the sum of 309.9 billion naira for road contracts, which will be handled by Dangote Group. Minister of Works and Housing Babatunde Fashola announced this to newsmen shortly after the weekly meeting presided over by President Muhammadu Buhari in Abuja. According to the minister, 5 road projects totaling 274.9 kilometers under the federal government road infrastructure tax credit policy will be advanced by the Dangote Industries as tax credit.
Okay, now moving on to the foreign scene. French police have used tear gas to disperse a protest against President Emmanuel Macron. Emmanuel Macron's plan to require a COVID-19 vaccine certificate or negative PCR tests to gain entry to bars, restaurants, and cinemas from next month. This week, Macron announced sweeping measures to fight a rapid surge in new coronavirus infections, including the mandatory vaccination of health workers and new health pass for the wider public. In doing so, he went further than most other European nations have done, as the highly contagious Delta variant finds a new wave of cases. That's all for news update. Michael, it's time for newspaper review.
Oh, sure. It's going to be a newspaper's review, but it's not happening right away. We got to take a breather, then come back, and of course, hit the screen with it. So do not go away.
Swift Dry Cleaners Limited, professional dry cleaners, best in dry cleaning and laundry services that meets the needs of our consumers. Yeah, Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Yeah, for clean wash and quick delivery. Yeah, Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. For clean wash and quick delivery.
Swift Dry Cleaners. Clean wash.
Oh boy, winning you was so easy.
I just couldn't stand those your powerful shots. That's what happened.
Really? Let's go to my place for dinner.
This fufu is so nice.
It's true unripe plantain flour.
True unripe plantain flour is delicious.
Yes, true unripe plantain flour is what I serve my husband for swallows. It's easy to prepare, fortified with vitamin A, low in sugar and cholesterol, rich in fiber that helps the heart, builds and strengthens the bone, and his energy level is boosted.
Through unripe plantain flour, no additives, 100% natural, a product of Pali Agro Products Nigeria. Through unripe plantain flour, available in all leading stores.
Mama, you're coming to Lagos. Banga. Baby, Mama just called me now. She's coming to see you. She asked me to tell you to make banga soup for her. And she's close to the house. Oh.
How do you expect me to prepare banga in just few minutes?
I have a solution for you.
Really?
She no sabi cook the banga. No go enter my family.
Pali banga is used in making other exotic dishes such as banga jollof rice, banga eforiro, banga asaro or yam porridge, banga egusi, and many more. Pali banga is easy to open, no preservatives, no cholesterol, and no coloring. Approved by NAFDAC. Manufactured by Pali Agro Products Limited. Available in all leading stores and supermarkets nationwide.
Pali banga, natural palm fruit extracts for tasty African. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited, professional dry cleaners, best in dry cleaning and laundry services that meets the needs of our consumers. Yeah, Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Yeah, for clean wash and quick delivery. Yeah, Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. For clean wash and quick delivery.
Swift Dry Cleaners. Clean wash.
fresh palm fruit. When you reach house, you go wash, you go pound, your body go dey pain you, even your fingernails go dey pain you. But make una no worry, make una relax. I get good news for una. Una don hear of Banga fresh palm fruit extract. All you need to do na make you go for the open am. Take the amount wey you want, put am for your pot. Which soup you wan make? Shey na egusi, shey na ogbono, shey na vegetable, shey na banga. My sister no waste time again, my brother no waste time again. Just go buy Banga fresh palm fruit extract. They go know say you sabi cook and you be better cook. Banga.
Welcome back. This is still iBrand Daybreak. Now let's move on to the newspaper segment of the show. Yes, here we analyze, take a look at the major headlines on the national dailies for today. Michael, let's start with this one, the Daily Trust. Major headline on the Daily Trust this morning.
Okay, let's hit the road with it.
Yes, again, bandits, IPOB militia on the prowl. That's the major one on the Daily Trust this morning. The writers going with this one talks about Kogi monarch abducted, businessman killed in Bauchi. 3 policemen, football club chair manager shot dead in Anambra. ESN kills 2 soldiers in Enugu. Katsina Daura Emirates suspends Salah festivities. 6 persons kidnapped in Abuja. Moving to the top of the paper, we'll see this one about National Assembly Committee that have empowered INEC to decide on e-transmission of results. If you need more of this one, you can check page 12 of the paper. Zamfara Assembly summons Deputy Governor, Commissioner of Police over PDP rally. And then there's other one talking about FG monetizes posting of police officers to private organizations. At the base of the paper, we see Federal Executive Council approves 309.9 billion naira road contracts for Dangote. Those are the major ones on the Daily Trust this morning. Michael?
Yes, let's hit right on with the punch, and the banner headline there has it, debt servicing rises, gulps 72% of federal government revenues. The topmost portion of the paper, we got agri subsidy farmers fought federal government. Government claims 6 million operators registered. GTB appoints Olusoya, first female managing director. And lastly, we suspect conspiracy in Super TV boss murder, says a CP. 1,320 suspects paraded.
Interesting. Let's move on to The Guardian now and take a look at what's on The Guardian's front page this morning. 40 days of Twitter ban. FG's projected tax earnings undermined by fewer users. That's the major one on The Guardian this morning. When you go down The Guardian, there's this one about COVID-19. Unilag shuts halls of residents indefinitely, reverts to virtual learning. Still on The Guardian, there's this one about tuberculosis to claim 432 Nigerians daily as COVID-19 deaths decrease. If you want more of this one, then check page 3 of this paper. How $3.4 billion was deducted from Algon's treasury to fund NIPPS. That's another one on The Guardian this morning. When you move down, further down on the paper, you see the one about Senate ordering 59 agencies to return over 300 billion naira misappropriated funds. There's more of that one on page 4 of the paper. And the final one here about 3 policemen being killed in Anambra.
And we have now the Nigerian Tribune. Nigeria needs $100 billion yearly for 30 years to close infrastructure deficit, AFDB. And we have, let's move to the top of the paper. COVID-19, Unilag shuts hostels indefinitely, returns to online lectures. Audit report, Senate asks NNPC, NPA, BPE, 56 others to refund 300 billion naira. FEC okays 309.9 billion naira road contract for Dangote as tax credits. let's end it there.
Yes. Okay. Joining us to analyze this one, take a look at the one on the front page. He's been in the studio with us for a while. Chinedu Obioha, who happens to be a public affairs analyst and a family counselor. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. Good morning.
You're welcome.
Thank you for having me.
This is your first time on the show. We're so glad to have you here.
I'm delighted.
Yeah, you're welcome, sir.
I was talking about how your tailor did a really good job.
It's just a matter of cash.
Oh.
I love that.
Okay, let's talk about what's going on the papers. Let's take a look at Daily Trust. Chinedu, this one about bandits, IPOB militia on the prowl. It looks like insecurity talk is getting back gradually getting back. We see the ESN allegedly kills 2 soldiers in Enugu. There's another one about a businessman being abducted in Bauchi. This one, Kogi Monarch abducted in Anambra. A football chairman and club manager shot dead. And it looks like all over the country there's something happening, and we are back to this talk of insecurity once again.
Yeah, well, it's only a foolish person that will come to a conclusion that all is well in Nigeria. All is not well. Nothing is well. I just came back from the East 2 days ago, and it's like the press, the journalists like you people, you blow things out of proportion. What do I mean? I stayed about 2 weeks in the East. I went to Aba, I went to Mahia, I went to Onisha, everything appears very calm. Actually, the insecurity all over gives one concern, gives it a thing that we need to sit down. But we have been calling our authority to see what they could do to stop this, but unfortunately, it's like they're overwhelmed with challenges. Having said that, IPOB and the rest of them, it's like you are giving a dog a bad name to hang him. In the East, what are that? In the East, especially Abia, I'm from Abia. Something people were saying, if you go to Abia, insecurity, blah, blah. I was there, nothing happened. But come to talk about insecurity generally, is something that we need to ask ourselves. Are we doing the right thing? Is the government doing the right thing? The answer is yes or as is no. These people are killing our women, raping our women. These people are kidnapping people, including students, including traditional rulers. And it took you less than no time to bring back Namdek. And you have not found it necessary. The president said that he's going to use all his power to end insecurity. And we are expecting, he has been saying that. What my message now is, let us do the needful. Let us talk the walk. Let us talk, because talk is cheap. If we cannot make sure that these bandits, Boko Haram, kidnappers, and what have you, are not nipped in the bud, unfortunately, I'm sorry if there will be tomorrow for Nigeria. Because everywhere, every day, it's no longer, it is how many? Bauchi, Bronu, Kaduna. That of Kaduna is madness. Kaduna is madness. All over, madness. I don't know why the government at the center cannot take proactive action. The one that the Baptist, I think the Baptist school children, that they said they gave information to the military 2 days before then. Nothing was done. Even when they arrived, they said they called. I didn't hear, but we read it from paper. They said they called. Nothing came to. And those that have been rescued, if you listen to them, most of them sold their personal properties to pay ransom. Most of them said, we walked our way out. And when they come out, the security will say, who told you? We are not children. Those of us that have seen 50s, 60s, 70s and now, when you tell us lies, we know we are deceiving yourself. Insecurity is an issue in Nigeria. And no investor can come to invest in Nigeria. Any investor that will come, we make sure that the environment is conducive. That his investment will be secured. But now, is this we talk about corruption all over. So, my dear, it is something that calls for attention, that we need to actually ask ourselves, where did we get it wrong? Where did we get it wrong? And Wole Soyinka said, this unity is negotiable. We need to sit down and say, what is all about this? What is all about it? You see, the issue now is not here, it's how many. If a whole school, about 121 students were taken away. We have read so many stories where a woman said, my husband was beheaded in my presence. The other one said, my mother was raped in my presence. The other one said, it is something that I don't know whether we will invite God to help us, because the evil in the land is now outweighing the righteousness. But you see, the fact is that the people in the authority, I don't call them leaders, I call them rulers. That's my position. If you are a ruler, you must be able to listen to your people, must be able to secure your people. This government said, we will protect you people. We will do this, we will do this. You who wants to protect us, our president is in Daura today. And before he went there, a week ago, security. Even Katsina is all safe. Our president cannot go to his state and sleep with two eyes closed.
But you're not implying that the federal government is not doing anything.
No. I'm not saying they are not doing. They are doing, but they are not doing enough. Because most times people will say that we gave information. We gave information. The military is there, the police is there, Air Force, everybody is there. We are talking about state police. If state police will be created, they'll be able to know, look, Mike, I know your domain, I know your area, I know this. But it's like we are playing to the gallery.
It's okay. Thank you very much, Mazi. Thank you so much. We ain't going to let you go. You'll still remain here because you have a lot more to give to us this morning. Okay? Are you preparing to get married? Are you being scared or being discouraged by one factor or the other? I wouldn't know, but I know a lot of young guys out there who have reached the age of marriage, who even have around them a would-be bride, but they have been delaying this process because of one thing I guess you know about, and that's talking about bride price. Well, I wouldn't know what your reason there is there. That's to say, if you are up to the age of marriage, but you've not got married yet. But let's listen out there and hear what people have to say.
Bride price is a right due for the parents, but most of the time I would say parents are taking it too far based on how much they have invested in the life of the person that they want to marry, like the daughter. Most of the time is their culture. Some parts of Nigeria, their bride price are high. Some other parts, they don't even collect bride price at all. Some they collect and return back to the person that are marrying.
One thing we Muslim, we used to call that is sadaki. To pay ahead money. Our side then used to pay 70,000, some many 80,000. Then they must bring bag, clothes, shoe, many things. If you not get money to do all this, and if you pay that amount, what I say, 70 or 80, you must bring that amount.
1,015. It shouldn't be much. It shouldn't be for something like, if you see it, you'll be like, okay, this for the old villagers. That kind of.
It differs for different culture. I've heard bride price as low as 10 naira. I've heard bride prices of as low as 7 naira. I've even heard that when you pay this certain bride price, they give you a change just in case you maltreat the girl. She can always come back and then they return the full money to you. But generally, I think what's become the bulk of every bride price is the fact that you have to buy certain things for the family. You are buying for the uncles people, the mothers people, just a whole lot of things. Just sums the whole thing up.
Well, at my own angle, during my own, I don't think they collected, they returned the financial aspects. Those envelope given was returned back, that they are not selling their daughter. But tradition must be done, you understand? All this yam, palm oil, all this shinab is very, very necessary because it's what we met on ground. It's a tradition, so...
Actually, I'm from the eastern part of Nigeria. So if I'm to give my daughter out, I won't say I want to collect this big amount of money like people know us for. I won't do that. That's my own self. Yeah, my own self. I will say if she find love and the person that she's getting married to is ready to care for her and take care of her, there's nothing bad if that is where her mind is. Let her go, you understand?
No. It shouldn't be too extravagant. As the buy price should be at least moderate, so that when the groom marry they will not go on hunger strike. But on the other hand too, it shouldn't be free, so that at least the husband will have a value on her.
I can't really say I'm in support of it, but I was born into a culture and
bride price. Different folks with different strokes there. Now, the concept of bride price has existed in Nigeria for as long as the institution of marriage itself. According to research, bride price varies from tribe to tribe, and it depends on custom and tradition of the family. Over the years, society's attitude towards bride price has changed repeatedly. Now, some people believe it is a way to safeguard marriage. Whatever the case may be, it is expected of families involved to take rightful steps and decisions when their children are proposing to get married. We still have Mazi Obioha, very much here in the studio. Now, for how long, Mazi, have you been married?
Thank you very much. By His grace, I just celebrated my 41st wedding anniversary.
Wow.
In February.
That's
interesting.
Wonderful.
Interesting.
41. Wow.
So we've been married for 41 years.
Great. Great feat.
So the Lord has blessed me with 9 grandchildren.
Wow. Great to hear. A lot of young people out there will be looking up to this. You're like a reference point. Now, when you got married, that's 41 years ago, what was the bride price like?
Well, it depends. I listen to some of the people that talked on the issue of bride price and things like that. I married in 1980. My wife happens to come from Arochukwu. Arochukwu. And the Arochukwu people have a special tradition, culture, that when you are marrying within themselves, the bride price then was 12 shillings 6 pence.
12 shillings 6 pence.
So we converted it because I'm coming from outside. I paid 200 naira then. But now come to the issue of bride price and dowry. There are two different things.
Yes.
It depends on the culture, tradition, and moral. I also run moral perspective of society, some other disease. I gave my daughter, my only daughter, for marriage in 2011. And I insisted that I wouldn't collect anything. That's why I say it depends on the family, moral, culture, and tradition. I said I won't collect anything because they gave me my wife almost free. But then culture and tradition has that you have to collect something, which I did. I think other 1,000, which I later gave up. Now, when you talk about bride price, it's important. Young ladies, listen to me. Those watching us, I must say this emphatically that if you are living with a man, your bride price is not paid or has not been paid, you are not yet married. If you are living with a man, your bride price, either 1 naira, 2 naira, 3 naira, 500 naira, has not been paid, you are not secured. Because that is what gives you authority to be in that marriage. In Igbo land, generally, it varies. I came here with a list. You know, what you gave me was the bride price and the...
This is you're really prepared. I like this.
So, this is a list of a person turning to marry. I will not mention the name. And this is about 3-page list.
Wow.
And I wonder how somebody, a young boy, will be able to foot this. But then it depends. This is page 1, page 2,
wow,
and page 3. Why I say it depends on the family is this?
Please, no. Just before you go any further, what part of the world is this list coming from? I said the world.
It's from in Nigeria.
What part of Nigeria?
What part of Nigeria?
Because I know
it's from your state. It's from your state.
Okay, interesting.
So you Omaya precisely.
3-page list.
Now even there are some that are even more than this. There are stages.
My goodness.
There are people, some areas you go for what you call introduction. They have list. But in my area, Nongwaland, introduction, that is to say that I've seen something in your house. I'm interested. And I trace such a person, some people say flower and things, trace how to be this place. And the family, you only go with your father, your mother, maybe one other person. The same thing. It can be more than maybe 5 persons. And you can't spend more than 10 naira in my own time.
Okay.
But in some areas, it calls for celebration. My 2 sons married Yoruba people. And I discovered that they value that introduction more. Because when we went there, I told them, look, I came with only what my culture and custom requires. A bottle of wine. 1 for the mother, 1 for the father. And possibly maybe 10 naira. Cola nut and things like that. But I was surprised when I got there that I saw crowd more than 400.
My.
Do you know what they say? Most people stop at that introduction. In my area, introduction is not marriage. It's just intention. Showing. So, list discourages people. When my elder brothers and my nephew married about 5 years ago, I was almost discouraged. Because when we went there for introduction, it's Mungwaland. What I saw was something that I never expected. That I had to challenge the man. What are you going to do with this? To the point that even this bride price was 100,000. I told the man, what are you going to do with this? That's why I say it depends on the family and moral culture. And I gave an example of myself. I collected less than, it's about 1,000 naira. 1,000 naira. That's it.
What year are we talking about here?
When I collected
the 1,000 naira, yeah.
2011.
Okay.
And I didn't bother. I'm not sure the young man didn't bring any tuber of yam and things like that. No. But what I did was, I went home because of the list. I went home and collected list from my kinsmen and the women. And I told them, I've not been partaking with you people. What is your take about this? They gave me this, and I came back. I carried their money. Said, take. I have not been part of it. And they were happy. They were happy. It depends on the family. Some families will insist that you will make good the list, every item on the list. But some family will say, no, you have not come to buy my daughter. Of course, one of my other nephew, when we went, this time around we were aside. When we went there, the list was so much as well. We did those things. But coming to the bride price, the man said we should give him 20,000. I looked at my brother. We now brought out 20,000 I gave him. He laughed at us. He handed over the money to the wife. The wife returned it to, and the man collected only 1,000 naira. I said we should take back this. Take the rest to take care of their daughter. That is how a normal parent should be. But some greedy parents will insist on the list. Now, it discourages some youths. If a youth is given this, a young man that is trying to make, is given this, where will he get this money? Where will he get the money to pay all these things? So I am saying that bride price is important in marriage. because that's what gives you authority. I went to, someone invited me to preside over the traditional wedding of his son. I went there, we did everything. And this bride price was not paid. The boy was jubilating, they didn't call. I said, no, we have to pay it. But you know what happened? We went to the man. The man said, no, he is not going to collect it. I said, no, you must collect something. He said, no. I said, you must collect something. We brought out 5,000, gave him. The man laughed. You know how much he collected? 500 naira. That's a normal family. You are not selling your daughter. What is important is the welfare of your daughter, where she is going. Right? I gave a parable sometime. I said, you visited your in-law, and your in-law give you a nice seat in his house. It's not that your in-law, it's your daughter. And again, if you have collected all, because marriage is something that you enjoy throughout your life. You don't eat today without tomorrow. There's always tomorrow. So if you collect what you're supposed to be collecting gradually, and that man will be discouraged, as after all, you have collected what you would have done. So even when you visit, it will be somehow, you will not be happy. So these people are not friendly. So it is better you discuss with your, when such list is given to you, the normal thing is that you take this list, you go to your parents-in-law. Daddy, mommy, I've seen this. Which one is important for you?
This is scary. It's scary.
Mommy. And the mother-in-law, your father-in-law will say, look, give me for my kinsmen. Give me for my women. My own, don't worry about it. I know with time, you will take care of me. What is important is your son-in-law to be taking care of you.
Now, Maz, yeah. Okay.
I was going to ask, because this is a good thing, this is a good way to go about it, but I was going to ask, how about a case where the family, the in-laws to be, are hell-bent on getting everything?
That's the issue. I've seen some marriages, intended marriages, that broke down. I've seen where a guy is giving a list like this. He studied it. I said, I can't afford it. And that was the end. So it is important, parents, listen to me. Have behind your mind that you are not selling your daughter. Have behind your mind that your daughter will eat. You will not be happy when you come to your, in-laws place. Your in-law will not be happy seeing you. And remember, your daughter is not will be a liability because the man will pay debts. It's not good when after marriage you see somebody coming, your wife is not feeling well. In the next 9 months, you have imprisoned your wife for 9 months with happiness. You have sentenced her to 9 months imprisonment with happiness in terms of, you understand. Now, it is that time your in-law will expect you to come. But if you bent on doing everything, the man will be scared and leave your daughter, ask you to go and marry your daughter.
Now,
it has happened.
Okay, now let's take a look at this. This scenario where parents took very good care of their daughter from kindergarten through primary, secondary, tertiary, and could even go higher than that, probably coming out with a doctorate degree. That's talking about a lady now. All the amount of money spent when handing her over to the groom, they won't collect anything. There is no justification if the family decides, hey, drop something for us, at least to help us. We've spent so much money. And in training this girl, they may have sold items, properties, just to make sure they train her in school. I think there should be justification, to ask the would-be husband of their daughter, hey, we spent $1 million, but anything you have, just to put back to wherever that money came from. I think it's justifiable.
No. Mike, it's not justified because you say you are talking about to augment or to put back. You see, my first son married.
It's not going to replace whatever has been spent.
My first son married a charter surveyor. My first son married a charter surveyor. My second son married a lawyer, trained by their parents. The bride price I paid was how much? They are all Yorubas. The bride price I paid was 10,000 naira. Now, are you now telling me that because you have trained your child from the kindergarten to doctorate degree and whatever, that you expect the man coming to marry her to pay you back? No. It is now the responsibility of the young man to understand, appreciate the risk the parents took in bringing up their daughter. And that is what will inform him to make sure that the parents-in-laws are taken care of. What is important is not now. That person you are talking about, tomorrow, things might change. So what I'm saying is not that they will not ask for something. Naturally, culturally, morally, you should understand that this man spent a lot of money on their daughter. So we need to make good, at least to respect that aspect of it. And again, said, look, daddy, we will take, assurance is important, we will take care of your daughter. We will take care of your daughter. Not that you expect the whole money spent on your daughter to be returned to you. No, nobody does that. Even those big men, some of them say, we don't take anything. But it is important you understand that your parents-in-law spend money in training their children that happens to be your wife. So it is important. Not that they will ask you to take their daughter. No, it's not possible. That aspect of bride price, no matter. In fact, such big men don't collect more than maybe 1,000 naira, 5,000 naira as bride price. The most important thing is an honor that they are giving their daughter to marriage. It's an honor. In fact, do you know that most of the times it is even the big men that even sponsor the wedding? The wedding, yes. Now, was I not the one who sponsored my daughter's wedding?
Wow.
Was I not the one?
Were you doing it to help the groom or whatever?
Look, not necessarily the groom was. Look, you must do it because the guests coming, they are not coming because of that daughter. They are coming because of you. They are coming because of you. Any shame will be upon you. So you have to be very, very careful. If we have had it now, we have had it. Our president, the son, is it the son or daughter that wedded? Was he the one who spent it? It was the president. So it is important you make sure that you take care of the guests coming. And when you are doing it, you don't do it because you are selling your daughter. You do it because, after all, somebody in Hausa land, I know, they give you list, blah, 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 blah. In the north, they give you list. But in my own culture, I don't think it's good for parents to demand a lot of items. I don't think it's good because myself, I didn't do that.
Okay, so we are literally out of time. So just in one sentence, what would be your final words to the men who are about to marry that would likely be given this type of list, and what would be your final words to families who are to be in-laws of this kind of men?
No, to men that are intending to marry, please, when you are given this, don't be scared. Go back to your parents-in-law, discuss with them. The list doesn't kill anybody. It's possible if you have a good parents-in-law, they'll ask you to forget about that. Do that which is important to the kinsman. Then secondly, for parents also who are too demandful, be very careful, because if you are not careful, your daughter will stay with you.
Thank you very much.
Discussion and being careful. Very interesting segment it's been with you, sir.
Thank you so much. That has been Chinedum Obioha, public affairs analyst and family counselor, doing justice to bride price. So don't get scared, okay?
Don't get scared.
And that's one for this side and another one for the other side. That is for the man and for the woman who's going to get married. I think things will be better if we go by his advice. Thank you very much for listening.
It's my pleasure.
Nice having you.
Yeah, we'll take a break now. When we come back, we have, of course, entertainment for you.
Just make you go buy fresh palm fruits. When you reach house, you go wash, you go pound, your body go dey pain you, even your fingernails go dey pain you. But make una no worry, make una relax. I get good news for una. Una don hear of Banga fresh palm fruit extract. All you need to do na make you go for the up, open am, take the amount wey you want, put am for your pot. Which soup you wan make? Shey na egusi, shey na ogbono, shey na vegetable, shey na banga. My sister no waste time again, my brother no waste time again. Just go buy Banga fresh palm fruit extract. They go know say you sabi cook and you be better cook.
Banga, come make your food yummy yum.
Distributors needed nationwide. Phone number 081-6397-4447, 080-3564-4436, 070-6663-8213. Banga Fresh Palm.
Most people don't understand the magic of the perfect skin, the allure of a well-pampered skin. We bounce from skincare products to skincare products, from spa to spa. Looking for that ideal solution. I found a solution. it's Blemiville Skincare and Spa. My name is Neil, and I'm proud to be a part of the Blemiville family.
Welcome back. This is still iBrand Daybreak. It's been an interesting one on the show today. Lots and lots of things I know you would love to see once again. If you've missed this one, I can assure you there's another broadcast later in the day. Yes, a repeat broadcast of today's show. You could catch up on all we've had, all we've discussed on the show today, and keep yourself abreast with all we've talked about. Now let's move on to social media. A lot has been going on social media, and this time around, let's head to Facebook and see what's been happening. This one is coming from Consigliere, and this person is asking, must your partner post your pictures on your birthday? That's what Consigliere is asking. Must your partner post your pictures on your birthday? Well, replies to this one, lots and lots of takes on this matter. Let me start off with this one from Ami Annabelle. Annabelle says, it's good, and yes, the expression should be proudly done. That's why he or she is yours. Thou only few faithful partners does that. That's what Annabelle is saying. Margaret Mene Brickins is saying, for me, it's not a picture, but the heart and kind gesture. It's the heart and kind gesture. That's what Margaret is saying. Larry Kings Zamani says, of course, yes. Or is she waiting to post it for my obituary? Quite a funny one there. Learn to celebrate people while they are still alive. T.Y. Dawari is saying, it's a must. You don't want to post my picture and celebrate me while I'm alive. Is it when I die before you will post my pictures? Oga must post. I take my birthdays personal. Wow. See why is really taking this personal. Okay, Joyce Omeyo Omojo is saying, so long as the partner does not expect me to post their own, we shall be fine. Okay, so Joyce is saying, if you don't post mine, I would not post yours. This one from Perpetual Patrick is saying, it's not a must. People need to understand that it's not a public display of affection that matters. What matters is how your partner treats you offline. No be all the social media posts and plenty love affairs rants. Are you truly happy offline? Very important question there. Now this final one from Salami Isoyiza Hawa is saying, no need. Love is not measured by how you post your partner. In fact, my husband is not a social media person, and I particularly love that. A reply to this one from Salami from Christy says, as in my husband no dey Facebook again except business account. Social media love na nonsense. So Michael, quite the interesting one considering the fact we've been talking about marriage all day. This one about posting your partner on social media.
Well, it depends on individuals. There is no big deal in posting your partner's picture. Some like it, some don't. But there is one aspect of it which you can consider as a very good reason for doing it, especially when you are not confident, that your partner has just you and you alone. Okay? When your partner posts your picture out there, it means the whole world knows, right?
Partner.
Do you understand? But if he or she plays a double game, like somebody else
how about it's just like somebody highlighted? How about if it's a case of the person is just a private person? Some people don't like their lives on social media.
That's what I'm saying. You remember when I started, I said it depends on the individuals in question. Okay. So no big deal. No big deal.
No big deal. He says yes. Well, it all depends on the person. If you want to post your partner online, it's not about posting your partner online. Like one of the Facebook users said, what matters the most is how you treat your partner offline. Okay, now this is where we'll be calling it a wrap on today's show, but as always, we would end the show with a quote. And for today, the quote for today is this one from the great Muhammad Ali. He says, he who is not courageous enough to take risks will accomplish nothing in life. I would love that to sink in, so I'll take it a second time. Muhammad Ali is saying, if you're not courageous enough to take risks in life, there is nothing you would accomplish. That's just me paraphrasing. Michael?
Yeah, thank you very much. We've missed, what is it now? Entertainment Corner today. You're going to miss it tomorrow. That's a promise. Michael Nath here.
My name is Judechi Chidezi. Until next time we come your way, stay safe.